Oh shit, what a fucking day. Okay, so to understand the graph, I couldn't fucking capture the whole screen on the thumbnail, so I'm explaining it to you. The orange graph represents digital games. The gray graph represents physical games. It's based on distribution. Okay, again, I'm going to say it again. The orange graph, or bar rather, represents digital media. Okay, and then you have the gray graph represents physical media. So it's based off distribution, and something else that was cut from it that I couldn't show on the thumbnail. You can see that it was that physical media has been on decline since 2018. So yeah, just to help you understand what you're looking at on the thumbnail there. Anyways, get on with the vlog. Two things to talk about. Let's start with the first one. Do you really own your physical games? Rather, I'm gonna put myself in the equation too. Do we really own our physical games? I got both physical games and digital games. I got both. So, I mean, shit. If I remember, I explained to you how I bought digital in the first place. Well, first I didn't want to buy digital games. But let's answer the question: do you really own your physical media? Nope, we don't. We don't. Why? Of course I'm going to explain it. I'm going to definitely explain it. I got a question. Do you pay your phone? Do you pay not phone? Do you pay a light bill? I know I do. Because we know without electricity or power, we can't play the game. So that's why we really don't own physical media. The light company does, so to speak. Unless you living in a household where you're not paying a light bill, you do own it. Because you can play. You're not paying for anything to keep playing the game. Somebody else is. But assuming that you pay a light bill, yes. No, you don't own the, not really, the physical games, because they like to fucking, that's one of the first things they say against digital media. Oh, they really don't own it. They really don't own it. You know what I'm saying? I said, okay, fair enough. Y'all don't really own y'all physical games either. Shit. I wasn't too thrilled about physical media, man, at one point. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of benefits from buying physical. Shit. There's a lot of people out today. It's a nice day outside. Somebody arguing. I love a good debate. So anyways, where was I? Oh yeah, I see a lot of benefits from buying physical media. I see a lot of benefits from buying digital. You know what I'm saying? One of the digital benefits is pricing, because some of the digital games that I bought, they're much cheaper than their physical counterpart. So, yeah. And there's some games that I own, there's no physical counterpart to those games that I enjoy. So that's another reason why I buy physical. But do I want any media to die out? No. That'd be fucking inhumane for me to say that, because I believe in choices. We should all have a choice whether you want physical media or digital, and be happy about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, you better not hope your power cut off, because you ain't gonna be able to play them games, physical or digital. I'm just saying, you basically not to really drive it home. Those games are on lease. You renting those fucking games basically. How am I saying that? Because you pay a light bill every month, or you paying something out your pocket in order to keep the lights on, so you can play your video games, possibly play your video games, or of course there's other lights are beneficial in other ways too. No shit. I cook with I don't have cooking gas. I use complete electricity to cook. So I'm just focusing on the video game aspect of it, because without power I can't play my shit. So yeah, man, I think it's sad that that physical media is on decline. Because there's no denying it, man. We're headed towards an all digital gaming. It's been heading towards there for a long time. It's getting closer and closer now. I get it. I sympathize with people that don't want to accept it. They don't want to believe it. I mean, I wish it wasn't that. I wish it wasn't the case. I wish that we can always enjoy physical or digital media to our heart's content. But unfortunately, they want to cut costs. Even though they want to charge your arm and a leg per game, physical media or digital. So it's like they want to cut the costs on manufacturing these games. So they slowly going towards all digital. Because if you go into a GameStop, right, you hardly gonna see any physical media there. You're gonna see mostly these cards that are hanged up with codes on them. So you take the card, go to the desk, pay for it. You pay like $60 or $70 for the game, right? Then you got a code to go home. You go home, you download the code, and the game is then you got the game. That's the direction they're going now. And I can't believe that GameStop is buying into this fucking direction, because they rely on used games, physical media, so to speak. So it's amazing that GameStop is fucking like okaying this shit. Because first these motherfuckers stopped selling classic games in their stores. Then they ended up selling them only online. So you got to buy from the warehouse, the GameStop fucking warehouse. So yeah, GameStop knows the value of classic games, man. At least they do now, because people are not going as much as they used to. There was one lady who made a vlog. She worked at GameStop. She showed us that she was in an empty store. She said the store has been empty for quite some time. Yeah, because last few times I've been to GameStop, there was hardly anybody in there. Because back in the day, GameStop used to be a lot of people in there. Not anymore, I believe it's largely because they stopped selling PS3 games, Xbox 360 games, for example. They cut back on the console selling, and people don't want to go no more. They have no reason to go anymore. That just shows you that people value classic games. Like, if you're a video game store, you should never stop selling classic games. You should be trying to sell as many games as you could. You don't just stick with the current shit, because Sony and Microsoft are still manufacturing consoles You know, yeah, it's sad, man. It's fucking sad. We have a declining of physical media like this. It's crazy. The graph shows that the graph is ridiculous. I ran into other graphs before I found the one I wanted to use, and it's pretty much mirrors. It pretty much mirrors the other ones. So this is not. It's not like I Googled and I found one source and I ain't look elsewhere to see other sources match it. Oh, I seen many other sources that matched it. Different sites. So it's not the same person or the same site. I was talking about this the decline of the physical media in one of my live streams. He was like, "Oh no, man." I was like, "I get it, man. But whether you believe it or not, it's coming. All digital media is coming. Digital game is coming, dude. Let's just face it." I was pretty much telling prepare yourself to buy digital media. Start doing it now so you can get used to it. So when it's here, you be like, "Oh, I've been doing it for all this time." So I said, you better get used to buying digital games, man. Shit. I mean, I get the argument, that supports physical media. That you hold it in your hand, you own it, you got it on your shelf. I mean, open up the box, you hear that pop, that box pop open, you take the game out, you hear that, you have it in your hand and shit, you pop it in. Physical media, baby. Can't do that with digital. You just pop on the console, and then you fire the console up, and then you're good to go. Yeah, I get it. Holding in your hand, I get that shit, man. I mean, shit, because concerning my my PS1, PS2, PS3, Xbox 360, and my PS4 library, I own a lot more physical media than I do digitally. I mean, I got like fucking 4 towers worth of I got 4 tall towers worth of PS2/PS1 games by itself. 4 large towers coming from on my floor. So yeah, I owe a lot of motherfucking physical media, man. You know what I'm saying? But I admit, because I was thinking, how often do I buy physical games now? And the answer kind of shocked me. I've been buying a lot of digital games over physical since I started buying physical games back in I'm gonna sit down for a minute. My legs fucking killing me. I've been walking all day. Since I started buying it, wish I can give you a year. It was 2021. There was a game. I'm gonna tell you how I started buying digital. There was a game that I heard was coming out for PS4. I got excited. It was Fatal Frame: Made in Blackwater. I thought it was going to be physical, of course. You know what I'm saying? So I was surprised to find out that there was no physical release, at least no authentic North American copy. I was upset about that, but I really want the game. And it still remains, and it always will be, if you ask me, the most expensive digital game I bought. I bought it day one. It was a total of $44 USD. See, that's the thing about today. When I buy physical games, that's super cheap. And 9 times out of 10, I buy them on sale. 9 times out of 10. So I bought it, I wasn't thrilled, man, because I'm like, oh man, this is digital, you know. But, you know, before I knew it, I started going to the PlayStation Store afterwards. The months leading after it, the months following me buying my first digital purchase, and I started seeing all these games that I never heard before, and they had no physical counterpart that I was interested in playing. Man, I was like, holy shit! Because a lot of my PlayStation 4 library consists of digital games that I wouldn't have played otherwise if I just stuck to physical media. That's what I'm saying. So it's something, man. I mean, like I said, I like digital and physical both. I don't care, man. Really, at the end of the day, I mean, if the price is right, I'm gonna. If it's cheaper physically as opposed to digitally, I'm gonna get it physically, of course. If it's the other way around, I'm getting the other way around. That's how it is. So that's how I roll. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, there's a convenience of buying digitally. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to go out and buy it. You don't have to get off your ass. Just sit on your ass. I mean, if you don't mind the pricing, punch a few buttons, it's yours instantly. Yours to play, I should say. Because nobody really owns digital games. And speaking of that saying, I don't really focus on that. Like, I don't give a shit. Because if I focus on it, I'm gonna stop gaming altogether. Because you keep reminding yourself you don't really own what you enjoy doing on your free time, I don't think you'd be gaming as much. Why entertain that thought? You know what I'm saying? Just enjoy being a gamer. Enjoy the fucking game. And people talk about, oh, what will happen if PlayStation PSN shuts down and digital media something happens with digital media where you can't buy it anymore and all that shit, or you may lose your digital games, or and all that stuff. And I'm not worried about it. I'm not thinking about that shit. Come on. Why am I going to entertain that thought of one day I'm going to wake up and turn on my console and be like, oh my, where's the digital games at? Why am I going to entertain that shit? And I believe that's what physical only gamers say. I think it only comes from them. Shit, I could fire back and say, look, what if one day comes where there's no more consoles manufactured, and then if your console break or dies on you, you shit out of luck playing video games. The only way you can play it is on PC, Steam, for that matter. What if that happens? Stupid shit, bro. Just stupid. So I'm not entertaining that fucking shit. It's ridiculous, man. That's why I only buy physical. Oh, that's why I only buy digital. I heard both ends of the spectrum. So I remember my music banging. Shit, man. Anyways, I remember when my PS4 died on me, and I was looking up solutions to fix the problem. Didn't find any, by the way. But when I was looking up solutions to find a problem, I ran across a comment that said, that's why I only buy digital media. Oh my God, man. I mean, I'm the type of person that can watch channels or channels that question the longevity of physical/digital media and not leave the channel be like, oh shit, I'm so scared. Because one person was like, 20 years from now, everything could change regarding gaming. You know, I'm like, yeah, it's 20 years. Shut the fuck up. I mean, if it's 20 days from now, I don't want to fucking know. I want to enjoy the time that I have to play my video games. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Some people, they just live off being a negative person. They just live off this. They love negativity. Being pessimistic instead of optimistic. They just love it, that shit, bro. They love it. They get a kick out of that shit. Like, no matter what I say about certain games, no matter how much I make fun of games I don't like, no matter what, at the end of the day, I'm a gamer and they're a gamer. Why can't we just be fun, have fun playing video games? I mean, come on, man. Got motherfucking console fanboys and fangirls. Ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. So that's it for me. I got nothing more to say on this topic. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying, since we don't really own digital media, we don't really own physical media either. I'm leaving it at that. That being said, why Chromosome sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. And be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.